Hi all, how is everybody going? Hi Julie, hi Alexandra, Twin Soul Country, Noxie. I'll have a look at the list in a second because I've just come on and I haven't looked at it. So we're just going to sage the cards that I'm going to use, like the main cards, and then I may sage through the readings. It's nearly 7 a.m. where I am in the morning, so happy Monday night if you're in the US. I'll be on for 2 hours and 2 hours only today because I do have an appointment. I've got to go to the physiotherapist at 10. So I've just got to be aware of the time. Okay. Now, if it's Monday where you are, it will be the 9th of June tomorrow, okay? It's the 9th of June today for me. And it's actually one of the luckiest days of the year, the 9th of June. Actually, the most luckiest day of the year. So it's good that we have some sort of reprieve from all of the crazy astrology and the crazy transits. And, you know, obviously we're not going to be let off the hook. It's going to ramp up. The energy is going to be ramping up through the rest of June into July and definitely till the end of August. So, you know, hold on to your hats, guys, buckle up, because it's going to get a bit cray-cray during those times. We'll be looking at that astrology nearer the time. But let's just focus on today or tomorrow for you. If it's the 9th of June tomorrow, we've got Venus conjunct Jupiter, okay? And we'll talk about that in a second, okay? And I think we just need to focus on the positive. I mean, all the time we'd have to focus on the positive, but, you know, right now this is what's going on. All right. So what does that mean for us? So it's pretty rare and spectacular conjunction here of the galaxy's two brightest planets, Venus and Jupiter. It's occurring today or tomorrow if you're in the US. And if you look up to the sky, you'll see the most brightest object in the sky. It is Venus, and just to the west above it is Jupiter, and it's 1.6 degrees apart. So it's about the width of a pinky finger. Okay, if you hold like your finger at arm's length towards the sky. Okay, so it's the closest alignment we'll see. All right, until late 2028. So it's best to look at sunset when there's a bit of twilight, face the west, northwest horizon, and you'll have about a narrow window of 1 to 2 hours after sunset before the planets dip below the horizon. So find an unobstructed view and have a look. So the two glowing stars, I said, I said scars, sorry, you'll see two bright dots. Venus is the lower one, Jupiter is the higher one. Okay. So what does this mean? What does it mean? So the planet of love and beauty, Venus, and Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, appear visually close in the night sky. So they've been apart for quite some time. They've been moving closer and closer together, and then they'll sort of align, and then Jupiter will, and then they'll continue. Now, Venus is usually always in the sky. We can always see Venus. Jupiter is considered like basically abundance, joy, creativity, financial prosperity, and it's really, really good for relationships. Okay, so for relationships, it's an incredibly fortunate time for romance, and it allows us to be open-hearted and deeply connected, and it expands existing relationships. And then Jupiter's there especially for wealth and success, making an excellent period of time to launch creative endeavors, investments, career opportunities, and for personal growth. It will bring a wave of optimism. Now, I felt this morning when I woke up. I actually have been feeling a little bit down of late. I didn't come on live yesterday. I just, you know, had a few things sort of like, I guess, emotionally to go through. This is like a desire to seek pleasure, joy, and beauty, okay? So let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's get rid of chunky cats. Okay, I just had a look at the I have moderators online, so basically they can just delete messages that are just BS, basically. All right, let's have a look. We've got a few people on. Let's have a look. I will take reversals too as well, Spirit, if required. Let's see what the main energy is for you today, guys. Main energy. Main energy for the collective, please, Spirit. Okay. So, oh, beautiful. What did I say about harmony in relationships? We've got the Two of Cups and the throat chakra. So this is beautiful. This is about, you know, the close connections that you have. If you've been especially like estranged from someone, or there's been conflict, Five of Swords type of energy in the past, it's a beautiful time right now to come together and speak things out and hash things out and get things clearer. And if you're going to have a conversation, it is the perfect day to do so. So if you've been waiting to reach out to someone that you've been wanting to talk to, a family member, a friend especially, or even an ex for closure, if that's what you want, or a romantic partner that you currently have and you want to discuss something, Venus and Jupiter are there to really support that today, okay, or tomorrow around this time, okay? So let's clarify this. Spirit, please clarify the throat chakra and the Two of Cups. So beautiful. This is about like coming together, having a meeting of minds where you're going to be more on the same page, or at least respect each other's opinions, okay? And this will bring about a lot of success right now. So that's beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Quite simple. Exactly what the astrology is all about at the moment. Let's have a look at what Spirit wants you to action, or like, how would I say it? Like, suggested approach, okay? It's probably the better way to say it. What's the suggested approach, especially to this discussion? Yeah. Come at it with a, I want to progress forward in a positive way, like moving on is the Six of Swords, and that's all about communication. And it's the one after the Five of Swords, which I've just been talking about, and that sort of came to mind with previous energies or previous conflict you may have had with people. Spirit say the suggested approach is come at it with the, we need to clear this up and get some sort of compromise and be flexible with each other. So it's about both parties, both you and another party, come to some sort of truce even, or some sort of understanding where you're able to move on. I mean, you may move away from each other, or you may but it's all about being clear, okay, and getting mentally balanced here. And this is about stepping into your power. So Spirit's basically saying here, while you're able to have a conversation with a person you're with, or a person from the past, or a family member, a child, or a parent, to clear something up, it will be successful. But Spirit's also asking you to stand your ground on something, with the Emperor being here, especially if you're the parent, like, and especially if you're the one that sort of like has a lot of knowledge, like very hermit I'm getting here, like knowledge and wisdom, and you've been through, you know, life lessons already, and you're older, especially if you're dealing with a younger person. And it's not about being condescending to them, it's about still like standing in your own truth and your own power while having this. So whatever conversation you're having, it's going to go well, but it still has to do with, you know, standing in your own truth, right? All right. Let's have a look at the clarifier. Yeah, perhaps you know, someone was blocked before, like literally could have been blocked. This could definitely be to do with a parental situation with the child, because I just saw the Empress as well. You could be wanting to have a conversation with one of your parents if you're the child. Please clarify this. Six of Swords and authority. Yeah, okay. This came out like this, so it's about bending and compromising any sort of like rules in play. It's about, you know, for change to happen in this particular relationship, whoever this is for, it's definitely about flexibility and compromisation. Okay, it's not about, oh yes, you know, it's not being the yes man. It's about saying, well, actually, this is what happened, and you have to also acknowledge what happened to me, sort of thing. Okay, how interesting. Right, okay. Anything else, please, Spirit? Maybe you're telling some truth to someone, but whatever you're doing, you're starting a fresh relationship. Now, if this is moving away from that person and completely closing it out, then that's what it is. But if it's like building some sort of new foundation, the 4 is the Emperor, which is about foundation and structure. It's also about the base chakra, like starting afresh, building a new foundation so you both can move forward positively, right? Definitely be dealing with a child here, or you could be the child. Right, let's have a look at potential outcome. Potential outcome if you follow Spirit's advice here. Potential outcome, Spirit, please. Again, 6 of Wands. So there's definitely success from this, but you've got to follow your gut. You've got to follow how you feel at a solar plexus level, okay? If you can't compromise your own truth and bend to somebody else's will, and that's why the Emperor and the Hierophant is here. If you still at a solar plexus gut level know that your intuition is right about something, like this is still about standing your ground, okay? Maybe you are going to say something, or the conversation is going to turn out that I feel that there's a lot of success here for the relationship, and possibly for yourself, like you actually get to say what you want to say. And it could cause a bit of someone else's tower to fall, or it could cause, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. This could cause, or you could be hearing about something about somebody else's tower falling. And there's definitely something about 7 of Swords, lies, deceit, and people hiding and being deceiving here. Okay, let's see what comes out with this. Please, Spirit, show me clearly. What is it that we need to know about this gut level? Yeah, about a masculine possibly that needs to do a lot of healing. You could be discussing this with another person. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Queen of Pentacles is actually Capricorn, but I always see it as Virgo. I've always seen that card as a Virgo, as a reader. What else do we have, Spirit, please? Yeah. Yeah, you're not willing. Yeah, don't be willing to keep carrying the burden. So if you're having a conversation, this conversation here about a masculine especially, and it could be with a female, so this can get a bit, we can get a bit like direct here in this reading, but this is like a collective reading. I think there's an opportunity here to put some sort of past behind, and it's and have a new opportunity, but it's a lot to do with like how open you both are to healing this. And I do feel that the conversation right now is very auspicious, if you can have a conversation right now with someone. Okay, let's look at the list. I don't know if there's a list or if anyone's made a list for me. If they haven't, I'm going to have to go through the feed and have a look. Hi Lane, how are you? Twin Soul, I love Mercury retrogrades. Don't you say anything about Mercury retrogrades. Mercury retrograde shadow may start around that time, maybe, but like the 29th is when Mercury retrograde starts. Okay, so the 29th, and don't place too much emphasis on Mercury. Noxie, post your question on Mercury retrogrades, because we have like 2 or 3 every year, depending upon the year, right? And I think we've got one now, and we've got an eclipse in August. That's a big eclipse. We'll talk about that nearer the time. And we have another Mercury retrograde, I think around September. So I love them because it allows you, you don't have to make any choices or decisions in that time. And it's a perfect time to, if you don't know, especially the answer, to go away and say to somebody, let me just think about that. I can't make that decision right now, but I promise I'll get back to you in a couple of weeks. If you can do that, if you can give someone that time frame. Thank you, Elaine. Okay. So I actually really like them because it allows you to sort of pause. All right. I know, but I delay things on purpose. Hi, misunderstood. I'll put you on the list. Please don't post questions in the feed. When it's your turn, I will call your name. Hi, Strictly Business. How are you? Strictly Business. Okay, let's have a look and see. Noxie, post your question. Daily dose of Mandy. Hi Mandy, I'll put you on the list, but please don't put questions in the feed. If you're new here, please subscribe to get your reading today. But I will call your names. I do have a list of names, and when it's your turn, I'll call you out. If you're able to, wait online, that would be perfect. If I call your name and you're not there, I will move to the next person, okay? You will miss your turn, I'm sorry, because I've got to keep going through the list. Okay. Noxie, what's coming in love? You're single. Let's have a look. Hi, Sky's the limit. How you going? All right, let's have a look. Recent past, present, future. Recent past for Noxie in love. I don't think you're short of admirers. Like, I don't think you're short of people finding you attractive or asking you out or getting attention where you're moving around your day. I don't think you've been short of that. But like, you just haven't met anyone that sends that spark to you, right? Now, a lot of this spirit is saying has got to do with blocks. You just haven't had the opportunity with the right person here, okay, in the past. But I think a lot of it to do is to do with spiritual blocks. So make sure you're protecting your energy, cord cutting, all those things. I may have said that to you before about being blocked on a love related level, because I know we've talked about stuff in the past in regards to blocks. So make sure you're doing your spiritual practice. On the post section, my channel Noxie, and for everyone, I have listed all the spiritual practice you can do to protect your energy, including in and around your home environment. Okay, so go ahead and look at those. I'm not going to go through and list them because I've been trying to list them, and I had a private reading with someone last week and I had to go through the whole lot with them, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put this on the post section. So there's about 5 or 6 posts there on different elements, Noxie, and how to protect your energy. Okay, put some rosemary outside your door. That's relatively, like, if you can grow it in a pot, that's really, really good. That's really going to protect your sacred space. Let's have a look and see what the present energy is for love. I'll take reversal, spirit. Wheel of Fortune. So, with Venus being there, it is a lucky time. This is very Jupiterian energy, okay? Very Sag energy here. So we've got Jupiter, and we've got Jupiter in the skies. Lucky time for love, but you're required to get emotionally balanced here. I think there's like an element of you don't want to be patient anymore, okay? So there's still some healing required, especially with your heart chakra. But we'll ask the Psychic Tarot, see if any of the chakras come out. What else? Current energy. No? Maybe it's from this part. Current energy. Thank you. Okay. King of Pentacles. Is there someone you're interested in? We do have a masculine here. If it's not now, it could be in your very near future. So there is a good turn, like a lucky turn of events. I think, excuse me, the happiness in your past, that's Sage, the happiness in your past, or recent past, or even in your present now, is all to do about like how well you're doing in your own emotional healing. You're really trying to find like elements of the day, parts of the day when you can just be happy with being single or be happy with friends. But there is a lucky turn of events coming up here. We do have a King of Pentacles energy. So I don't know if you know someone that you're interested in, but there could be someone coming up very, very soon. So we're going to clarify that in a second. Okay, what else do we have for Noxie? Future energy. Five of Pence in the reverse. I like that. This is coming out of a lack of sort of mindset. You are being urged to like go out, and like when I woke up this morning, it's like I really have to find a spiritual group, Bali. If I was to live here full time, I really would have to. You do have like, so this is coming out for you, finding something you're passionate about, and then joining a group, joining a singles group that have like meetup groups. I'm not talking about dating websites. I'm talking about where people can get together. And who knows, you may find someone, or someone may come up, but you are coming out of a time of lack. You have to act on this. So you can't just sit on the sofa or lock the door and the gate and pretend that someone's going to come into you, because they're not, right? So this is about finding something you're passionate about and using that to sort of like get out there in the world. Okay, right, so let's have a look and see what else we have. I always shuffle this deck in two parts because it's just so hard to shuffle. Like it's like it's the width of it. I think my hands won't stretch that far. It's definitely bigger than a normal deck. All right. Yeah, look at that, Three of Pence. That's all about groups and group dynamics and working with others. I mean, if you're going to go join a crochet group, you're probably not going to find a masculine. Who knows, you may do. But this King of Pentacles has got the Three of Pence right underneath it. So this is about, you know, finding out in your community. You can go to singles things alone. You don't, you know, obviously you're going there. There's going to be a load of people there. You can talk to others, men and women. And it's all about being like in your community. It's all about being social here. All right, it is. Okay, so I do feel there is someone coming in. All right, there is someone coming in if you allow it, I'm going to say. Okay, if you have the strength. There you go, Leo. August may be significant, but Leo energy is here. Like, this is about finding the lion within. Okay, the one that's courageous, the one that's bold, right? So you can go out there and mingle. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck we have new love. So it's like available to you, new love, Ace of Wands, passion. I think this is more about like your own passions, or just getting that fire in your belly, the Leo energy, right? About being confident. Leo is very confident. Well, they appear to be. We won't get into Leo energy. That's a whole different story. But you have three aces in your reading. Okay, I think there's been no opportunity there before, but there is an opportunity. There is always opportunity for love. It's about being open to it, and to continue to positively do your healing. You will be rewarded. Okay, Postel, if Postel is there, please post your question. Postel, if you're there, please post your question. Postel, otherwise country is next. Postel, general for work. Okay, are you currently working? Let's have a look at recent past in regards to your career. Yeah, you've been really overworking. Either overworking to find a job, like putting a lot of energy and time into finding a job. I don't know if you're working or not. Let me know if you're currently working. But this is like 10 of Wands. So this is like a heavy burden, a heavy load. Maybe you're feeling in the recent past like, I can't keep doing this anymore, or this isn't like working for me. She's going off here. She's climbing back down the mountain that she's climbed up. And she's like, I'm out of here. Okay. You've been working for 2 months, so perhaps something isn't working at work. I do feel that you've been possibly burning the candle at both ends here, or just trying to put as much time and energy into, you know, figuring it all out, learning everything you need to know. But like, it's been hard. It's been really, really, really hard. And the 10 of Wands is about exhaustion. It's about like just doing way too much. So there's something here about needing to pull back, like less is more, I'm hearing, on some sort of level, okay, with your work. What else do we have for recent past, Spirit? Recent past for Noxie, please, Spirit. So you got the Two of Cups. So you could have made a good connection with a particular person. It definitely could be platonic and could be romantic, but I feel it's more like you've made good connections so far there. At least there's one person. It feels like there's one person that has either been supporting you or you've made a really good friend of. Okay, let's look at present energy. Present energy. And this Two of Cups came out in the upright, so I do feel that this is someone that you can really trust, really rely upon, and continue to rely upon in the present and future energy. Let's have a look and see what the present energy is. Five of Wands in the reverse, I like that. So it could be a competitive environment, or you could have felt like in the past it's a competitive environment, or other people are just like watching what you do, watching to see you fall down or fail. But I think like you're leaving that energy if you've been feeling like that, okay? Snowy, I'll put you on the list. Please don't put questions in the feed, okay? Let's have a look and see what else. What other current energy is here? Ace of Wands. That's really nice. I think that just came out for the last person in this position. This is right in the middle of your reading. You could be in a very creative type of field, marketing, anything to do with creating something. I think you're getting a bright idea. Any new ideas that you have that come through, you can hash them out, talk them out with your support person, all right, whoever's training you, or you may see a different way or a better way of doing something. And it's really important to talk this out here, okay? This could also, like I'm hearing, save the company time or money. So you come up with some good idea here, okay? What else do we have for present energy? It's always difficult starting a new job, Not only do you have to learn everything, you feel like people are like watching you. You're on a 6-month probation usually, and then you're trying to also make connections within the workplace. So it's not an easy thing. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? So current energy, Ace of Wands, something really, really, for work, this is about creativity. So this is really good. It came out in the upright. And the Ten of Cups. So if you're not feeling like rewarded or recognized right now, you will be. Someone could be saying to you like today, tomorrow, the next day, you did a really good job there. That gave me an idea. So I do feel there's a lot of like happiness coming in where you're turning a corner here and you're feeling more included in where you work and the people you work with. Let's have a look at the near future. I really like this. I think this is really nice. And I don't think you've got anything to worry about. Stop beating yourself up. You may have just been putting too much time in the recent past, or a lot of time showing your worth in some sort of way. But Spirit's saying you've got something here, like oh wow, like you're over the hump of something. You got past this 5, and the 5s are always difficult, being change and also like sending challenge. And then you've got the Chariot and the 6 of Cups. And this is beautiful. Like Spirit is leading you towards your soul family and the people you're supposed to be around and the job that you're in. So I see this as being really, really, really nice. You're exactly where you need to be. Okay? You're exactly where you need to be. Don't think that you're not. These people are going to be part of your soul family. Like my family, like, we all have our traditional family of origin. But like my family is you guys, okay? And also like I work in my primary job. I miss it so much. But I don't miss the work. I miss the people. I miss being proactive, and I miss being around all my friends, and it's made me realize that it's not going to be easy for me to give up work in the next 4 years, and I don't need to, okay? So like maybe this happened for Spirit to show me that like I'm exactly where I need to be for as long as I need to be there. So like, don't put time limits on things. All right. All right. Wow, you got the Lovers. I mean, in the future, there's possible, if you're single, you could find like a romantic partner within, you know, through your work. But this is more so like making really good choices. Your soul family helping you to make good choices in the workplace, and a lot of support here. A lot of support. Okay, so really, really, really nice energy. You've got a lot to look forward to. And also on the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is a lot of new opportunities incoming for you that you can't see coming. And I do feel that after like this, so don't worry, and Spirit's saying don't worry, like you're in exactly the right place, you're exactly where you need to be, you're around the right people, and you will soon see that these are going to be your soul family. Okay? And there's incoming in the future new opportunities for you where you work, and possibly like promotions and things like that in the future. Okay, so hang in there, pray to Spirit to help you to be more confident. Get a carnelian crystal if you can, because that's all about confidence. I'm already feeling, even though it's June, the Leo energy at the end of July. I'm already feeling that Leo energy wanting to come through, and I'm seeing a lot of the Strength card this week. So, oh yeah, by the way, thank you, Parcel. By the way, guys, I sent Universal Intuition, Jacqueline, the donations that I made last week. So I haven't heard from her, but I'm sure that she can use that to buy some shopping or something. Okay, so thank you for those. Okay. And that's why we're all here as well, to give each other that love and support and confidence. Even though we can't physically face to face, spiritually we're all here together to like give each other that confidence and that support and hope, because we're in a very difficult time, like a really difficult time. 2026, I actually was really looking forward to 2026. You know why? Because it's the year of one, and I was like, yes, I can literally really work on myself and my healing, whatever. And I'm not saying that I'm not doing that, but what I am saying is it's not easy, is it? Okay, because we're being thrown all these other things, and we're trying to heal, and we're trying to work on our self-growth and confidence, and etc. And then we've got evil entities, energies trying to like stop us from becoming more light. We've got external factors on a day-to-day. We've got crazy astrology going on, which is trying to support our, paradoxically trying to support our growth. Okay, so not easy. Country, what the energy surrounding me in my love life? I am so ready for my person. Okay, right, let's have a look. The year of one is off to next year work, and next year is the 11 year. Wow, so it's going to be a super spiritual year. I know it is for me, because I'm already sort of like planning my trip to the US, and I'm already planning like my spiritual work while I'm there, and with the people that I'm going to meet there as well, so, and see from YouTube, from my channel. So let's have a look and see what's here for country. You're ready for your person, you think you are, so let's have a look. Maybe you are. So I'll leave these here. Recent past in regards to love or past for country. Julie, you are next, so get ready with your questions soon. I'll tell you when to post it. Yeah, 3 of Pence in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles. So you're feeling very abandoned, or you have felt very abandoned by the universe, left out of things. You could have even been left out of being invited to places, or, you know, found out later that people you know went to a certain place and then you weren't invited, and that's got a lot to do with group settings. We've got the 5 of Pentacles here, which is about feeling like abandoned, but or like bouts of feeling sad or depression because like you've got a lot of love to give. Now the 5 of Cups in the upright is usually looking at the negative, And it's in the reverse here, so we'll talk about that in a second. The Five of Cups in the upright is about wishing for either the past or looking at the failures and in love and romance in the past. I think you've coming out of that. I think you've really done a lot of healing on that, but there still has been this feeling of like abandonment or, you know, not being able to sort of like go forward. Now on this card, she has the key. She's sitting here with her head down, but the key's right there to open this door. All right, see that? So if she can look up and get herself together, because she looks pretty like forlorn there and her hair's not, you know, I'm not relating this to you, this is just talking about the card, okay? She needs to like get up and look up and see that key and know that she can open that door, okay? And she can open that door by I've been saying this, I say this for years in my readings, like joining groups, even like going to like a singles night, or finding stuff in your community where you're getting out there and you're not necessarily like going out there with the purpose to find your soulmate. Maybe you're meeting other females and or, you know, people that you can connect with, and you know, because you never know, you could meet someone through someone else, okay? So there's something here about needing to really do that, okay? Thank you, Strictly Business. Right, let's have a look at your current energy. There could be a block here. So if you have someone in your life, country, who's just always taking off you, they don't give very much. This could be a child too, all right? Any family member as well, right? Any family member. There could be a block here. Someone could be trying to stop you from like trying to keep you small so that you don't, because if you do like meet someone, you're going to have a supporter, you're going to have a protector. So there could be someone. Now let me know if there's someone in your energy that is trying to keep you small, all right? Because if there is, we're going to look at that. And if you want a reading on releasing negative entities or energies, guys, you can email me. You have the King of Pentacles here, and he's like this. So I don't know if you've got an ex here or someone in your life who is masculine that is not really wanting you to move on. Let me know if this is resonating, or to get someone new. This could be an ex, like I said. It could be a family member, like they like to keep you where they are, okay? Where you are. Is this hidden, Spirit? Is this hidden, or does she know? Is this hidden? Show me like moon energy or something. Like, I think you have an opportunity here as well. Do you know, is there someone this could be you crushing upon somebody? All right, what is this, Spirit? Okay, Page of Pentacles, sorry, Page of Wands came out sort of again like this. It's like you have the opportunity to get that key, open that door, and go out there in the world. All right. There is a particular someone that you do think about, though. That is definitely someone you think about, a masculine here. And if this is from the past, you need to cord cut with this person if you know you definitely don't want to go back to them or be with them or reconcile in any way. Because cord cutting, what cord cutting does is it's final. All right. It's completely final. It completely releases and unbinds you from them. So it's really important when you cord cut, guys, you know you do not want this person ever in your energy again in your whole life, okay? So there's something here about thinking about someone from the past, or someone's in your energy. Yeah, and you've got the opportunity to get that key to open that door to a new life, Page of Wands, where it's going to be like exciting and thrilling. So this is very similar energy. Knight of Cups. You could have a secret admirer. Red rose is always like, in this card, it's a very Valentine's Day, and that's February, so I'm not referring to the month, I'm referring to the energy. You could have an admirer. Ooh. I feel that someone admires you here, admires your spirit, your free spirit, the way you laugh, the way you move, the way you carry yourself. Interesting. Okay. Someone is admiring you. Ooh. is very positive energy. I feel you know this person, but I don't think you know they like you. So what's going to come out here? Show me the near future. This person could be a bit older than you, but they're very romantic. They could be a water sign or an earth sign. Why are you worried about your powers of manifestation? Why do you think that you can't manifest love into your life? That's coming up in the future. Spirit's saying you have the power within to manifest. Stop worrying about your twin flame, your future soulmate. You have the power to imagine this person into being. What else do we have? And if you have a crush, imagine what it would... Oh, email me. I can send you a love spell, okay? I'm not going to put it on my... Yeah, you have the opportunity here. So email me. I'll send you the love spell that I have used. If I've still got it. I'm pretty sure I've still got it. Okay. And I never use spells, guys, for dark magic, just so as you know. Why is the world here? This opportunity with this person that may currently be attracted to you, or you to them, or you to each other, and you're just not speaking it out yet. Okay? Yeah. You know, if you feel a certain way about someone, they feel the same way about you. Right? So this is sort of like just letting you know that if you're crushing on someone right now, there is like an energy exchange here in the future with them. Wow, yeah, and we have the Two of Cups on the split. So this is about being open and communicating. Go back and look at the general, go watch it again. It does relate to this as well. Like to speaking something out, to having the courage, Leo energies here, and just going after it. Okay, Aries, being bold, being courageous. The opportunity's there. Don't worry, you can manifest this person. Stop worrying about your powers of manifestation. You can manifest this person in, okay? Or for them to talk to you and send me an email, send you the love spell, find it. I think I deleted it. Let me have a look. No, I have it here. So email me and I'll send you that through. Okay. Right. Julie's next. General for Julie. Hi, Julie. We're just going to do the same format. I'm only going to use oracle cards if I feel it's necessary. Let's have a look and let's get some like... I'm hearing like juice, gossip. Is someone gossiping about you, Julie? Do you feel like there's something holding you back? And it could be other people's, like I'm sort of seeing like a lot of little birds and they're all talking in people's ear, but I don't think it's you. So if you feel like attacked spiritually, like someone is talking about you all the time, and that's what I'm picking up, the energy, okay? There's something about feeling a lack of success at the moment. Okay. There could be a Sagittarius in your life, a Libra, a Taurus, Sag is really strong, Leo. Okay, I think there's a lot of major things coming up. Let's have a look and see what's here. Show me the current energy for Julie. I will take reversals, please, Spirit. Okay, this is very, wow, this is super interesting because since I did a person's reading a couple of reads ago, this has come up exactly together. And I think it was for Posso about career. And that's just sort of like indicating to me that you're possibly really overworking. There's a few messages coming through. Okay, there's something here about like you don't have to, it's like about working smarter, not harder. I feel a lot of exhaustion, and it's like no matter what you do, you can't work something out right now in your life. And this is definitely like a blockage energy where your creative ideas are blocked. You feel maybe that something is unfinished. I'm seeing like the unfinished symphony or unfinished business, or all right, let's have a look at these. I'll only pull an oracle if I see an oracle in my mind's eye from a deck. The Spirit wants me to use it. There's something here about needing to definitely like put something down that you're working so hard on doing and you're not getting a lot of results. And there's an exhaustion here. So it's like you feel like the road is like you're just going to continue with this exhaustion in the reverse. And like you're sick of working hard on something that's not showing any positive attributes from it. Okay, let's see what else we have. Yeah, don't overthink this, Julie. There's something about not overthinking something at the moment. And definitely get the sleep you need. Time for a nap. I slept really well last night. I think I woke up at like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I normally do anyway, 2 o'clock it was, and went back to sleep. So if you're waking up at night, because Spirit just showed me that vision. When I say anything about myself, it's usually because Spirit wants me to refer to it, like there's something in there for you. Try and get back to sleep. Don't get up and start doing stuff and having coffee and all that sort of thing. Get the sleep you need. Okay. Right. What else do we have? So there's exhaustion, there's like nothing's working, nothing's successful right now. What else do we have, please, Spirit? I'm seeing I'm seeing something hidden here that you can't see, like a devil energy. Like someone trying to, like an energy or an entity trying to spiritually, like trying to block you from following your dream, from following what you're supposed to be putting the work into. It's like they're distracting you with other things so you can't focus on, yeah, they're confusing you. You've got a confusion energy here, an entity that's trying to confuse you, to second guess, to doubt yourself. Snake in the grass, different people leading you in lots of different directions and you're getting confused. So it's like the spirit of confusion. I'm seeing like the imps, you know, the little fairies, like naughty little spirits, sprites I think they call them. Oh my gosh. Okay, what is going on here? What else is happening? What is going on, Spirit? 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups to the 8 of Cups. You got 8 in your reading. All right, you're being asked to be distracted now. Spirit is asking you to, you're going through a period of healing, whether it's physical, spiritual, emotional, or the whole lot, mental. And Spirit's saying right now, instead of focusing on what's making you tired and exhausted, is to put something down. To put something down here. All right? And even if it's for a couple of hours, or even if it's for one day, to focus on something new. So if you've got like a YouTube channel, focus on doing some work on that, or you know, preparation for that. If you're wanting to read a book you've always read a book in a day. Okay, there's something here about, yeah, 10 of Pentacles, finding your abundance within at the moment, finding your, I'm hearing like you're alchemizing something here, but you're actively, consciously like doing this. Okay, because this is tangible energy. Yeah, Queen of Wands. So there's something about your spiritual company, your spiritual energy, and because of the block, because of this confusion spirit that's trying to confuse you, because they don't want you to move forward. They don't want you to, right, yes, okay, spirit, thank you, hold on. So like they don't want you to move forward into your spiritual fullness. And they're sending all these confusing things and roadblocks to slow your progress. I mean, you ultimately will get there. So go ahead and look at the posts on my YouTube channel on the post section or community section, and it's got like 6 to 8 things on. There's loads of things on how to protect your energy, and try practicing that, okay, on a daily. Some things on a daily like gratitude and prayer, and some things on a weekly like cleansing your home, but it's all down there, okay, in that area, in that section of my channel. So go ahead and have a look at that. Okay, what's if Julie does that, what's coming? Because you do have the 10 of Pentacles in your reading. Like there is like this fire, passion within you. Yeah, look at what's coming if you do this. Stepping more into your power, the Emperor. Being bold, being courageous. The Emperor in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which I'm going to pull now. Yeah, it's going to help you move forward. Something's like by your spiritual practice that you already know, your talents, gifts and abilities, by using that protective energy that's in, and you can look at other things online for protection, but I've listed all the shit that I do, okay, down in the post section of my channel. Like if you can like ground yourself and stand in your power, because with the Rider-Waite-Smith energy, which I'm going to pull now, the Emperor, he has armor under his cloak, okay, so you've been through a lot, right? But Spirit's saying just put it down, even if it's for one day, okay? Hi 1444, hi blessings. I'll look at the chat in a second, guys. I'm just doing somebody's reading here. Step into your heart center. You can, there could be a masculine in the future that is helping you, or female, but I feel this is more like an energy reading for you. Like you have a soul path here, 6 of Cups, that you have a lot of heart for, okay, to follow. And Spirit's asking you to step it, remember who you are, basically. Remember who you are, Julie. Please let me know if this is resonating, Julie. Yeah, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles is here. 1010 on the screen. So yeah, there is a new way of living that's going to emerge. A new way of living emerges, Spirit just said. Which is on what deck? A new way of living emerges. That's in the, yeah, you want, okay, that's in the spiritual deck, the spiritual angels like support deck, which I've got upstairs, which I don't have here, but they show me a new way of living emerges, filled with love and happiness and abundance, and like you are able to break free of this burden. But it has got a lot to do with these imps, okay, these sprite spirits that are trying to stop you, that are trying to confuse you, because you've got so much light to shine, Julie. Okay, well, that's what they want you to think, though. Julie, please. This is what they want you to think. They want you to be confused, Julie. They want you to fucking give up, all right? But you're stronger than that, and I'm here to tell you, Spirit's here to tell you today, your guide's working with me, to tell you, you can put that down. You need to focus or redirect your energy on something, like I said, even if it's for a day, onto your spiritual work, onto meditating, onto turning your phone off, not contacting, not having anyone in your energy, and sitting with Spirit to give you the answers. Because these energies want you to give up, Julie. Because you have so much light and you have so much to give. They don't want you to give it to the collective, right? They want you to stop. So don't think like that, please. Like this has happened to me, oh, so many times. They'll try and stop you, till eventually you'll give up. The more light you shine, the more shadows you cast, right? Hi, Hebel, 144 blessings. Yeah, honestly, I recently saw it somewhere, when you're getting someone hired, these spirits distract you. 100%. Like, I've been under so much fucking spiritual attack. And this is why a lot of my mission and purpose now, and I understand, is this is happening to so many people as we like are trying to ascend to a more heart level, right? Ascension. I'm not going to go on about ascension, it's spouted around too much, but like as we're trying to step into our spiritual blessings and our spiritual path, which must mean that you're very powerful, right? I'm trying to get like really into my cleansing and my, you know, my prayer and my gratitude. I've probably got to do, actually I know I've got to do meditation, which is like one of my bugbears, because it's not like sometimes the easiest for me to do, but it must mean that something amazing, something massive is coming on a spiritual level, because there's so many evil devil entities trying to stop us from proceeding right now. So it must mean at this time there is something huge coming, because they want to stop us. They don't want the people to awaken. They don't want people to wake up and ascend, okay? And the spiritual community online is going to become huge for the rest of this year, okay? Because people are going to start going, actually, there's something else out there. Like, this isn't my life anymore. And there's going to be a lot of fear, and there's going to be a lot of requirement for healing. So you keep doing what you're doing, okay? All right, so maybe cord cutting, if you know who these people are that are trying to hold you back, cord cutting, or even cord cutting, you know, evil entities. You can put that energy into the cord cut that you do. It doesn't have to be one particular person. You can just put the energy out, like you're cord cutting devil entities or evil energies. Right, they're trying to look at that full control. It's really important right now, Julie, for you to get full control back of your thoughts and emotions, because that is what's holding you back. That is your Achilles heel. Actually, I'm going to write that down. I've never used that before. That is your Achilles heel, to confuse you emotionally and make you feel like you haven't proceeded very far with your healing when you have. Okay, there could be spell work here. Let's see what else. Someone could be trying to imitate you or intimidate you. I always see that card as imitation or intimidation. Imitation or intimidation. What else do we have? Yeah. Okay, so we got snake skin. Now we're in the year of the wood snake. So, we're in the year of the fire horse and the year of the wood snake. This reminds me of 2025. Like, we've moved into the new Chinese New Year. The fire horse. It's about being bold. It's about being courageous. It's about shedding that skin. So something doesn't want you to shed your old skin. They want to keep you where you are. All right, Spirit wants you to listen to Hertz 528, okay? And this is all about your solar plexus, getting your heart back in alignment, cellular repair, DNA healing, self-love, known as the miracle frequency, okay? Reducing stress, anxiety, and cortisol. So write that down, frequency 528, and even listen to it or put it on as you sleep, because it can do just like a whatever, okay? Or you can get one of those machines. I want to get one of those like frequency machines that I've seen online. Sixth house, someone could be trying to stuff up your sixth house, which is your health and your daily routines and your work. All right, what else do we have? Like, you have been sent here, like me, to, how can you support others healing, Julie, if you can't heal yourself, because you've got all these energies trying to stop you, okay? So I'll talk to you offline about this as well. All right. Trigger. Yeah, something's triggering you right now. They want to trigger you. They want to trigger probably an emotional level as well. Okay. It's time to speak your truth and like set boundaries with others. What else do we have for Julie? I'm going to have a break in a second. Then we're going to do Alexandra. It's an hour. Yeah, imitate or intimidate you. I'm also hearing initiation. Oh yeah, someone's trying to do magic. You got the magic wand card. So someone's trying to put like a wave of doubt across you, fear across you, exhaustion across. You really need to do some spiritual cleansing, okay? And also call out to your Archangel Michael to protect you. I even put a bubble of white light around my whole entire house. I had energy try come in here. If you're watching, you can F off, but like they're probably not. If anyone associated with them is watching. But I actually put and you know, someone came to my home and they tried to step into my space, and I looked the person in the eye, but I was actually talking to their entity, and I said, you can't cross, you can't come here, you can't be here. And they backed off. Like they, you know, if you face someone with light in a spiritual level, like a higher self towards an entity, they're going to back the fuck off. I'm telling you, because your light will shine way brighter than, you know, and they'll scuttle away, right, into the drains, right? Right, with that being said, I'm actually trying to figure, I'm going to have a break, but I'm trying to figure out like how to proceed with the next level of my spiritual growth, because I know it's got a lot to do with supporting people to release them from entities, because I've had so much spiritual attack, to step into their true spiritual purpose, as well as process any leftover healing, okay? And I'm still trying to sort of process how I'm going to go about that as far as my channel goes. Anyway, I'm talking, I'm rattling on. Oh, is it? Thank you, Julie. Okay, Alex, you'll be next. Please don't post your question yet. And guys, this is why I don't ask you to post your questions until I ask for them, because like then the question's way up on the chat on my device and I'm not going to go find it. Okay, so don't go away. I won't be long. And I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Actually, just when I was on that break, then if you hear noise, it's just my water bottle in the background. It's just decompressing or whatever they do, and it's cold and when it goes into the warm. Okay, and I had some really good news on an email. So I'm like, oh wow, oh cool, that came through. So I was really, really happy with that. So we do have Jupiter there. So exciting. If you guys can go out and spend a bit of money on a lottery ticket as well, it's a great time to do it with Jupiter being there, okay? The planet of good luck and good fortune and wealth and money, especially. And with Venus, it's a great time for love. All right, Alexandra, will the apartment number 6 be good for me? Okay, well, 6 is all about balance, all right? The number 6. So I'm going to just bring out some of these cards. Actually, not those ones, these little ones here. Okay. I'm just going to pull some cards and see what comes out. I haven't used these. I don't use these very often. I only made them like literally not long ago. So we have the blank card, which is like you have a blank slate, a clean slate here. There's a clean slate here. There's only one card in this whole deck, which is quite big. I think there's like 50 something cards in this deck, and you've got the blank slate card, which is a wonderful. Okay, so you're building on something. You have the letter K, could be significant. The letter D, the number 8. Now the number 8 is about healing. Now I used to be in apartment 26, which adds up to an 8, and I did a shitload of healing. That was during 2020 to 2024, okay, COVID time. Okay, a lot of healing there. You have the number 7, 8. You have the number 30. So these could be dates of the month as well. So we are on the 8th right now, okay. The 7th was yesterday. The 30th is the Mercury retrograde energy. We have the number 21. We have the color blue, which is about your throat chakra. We have the number 9. So we have 6, 7, 8, and 9. And they've been shuffled, these cards. We also have the 29, which is Mercury retrograde. So something could definitely happen around the Mercury retrograde. Like this is basically saying with the numbers here, the 21st of June could be significant. I think we have actually an astrological transit. Let me just check, going on the 1st of June. On the 21st, sorry. Let me just pull that up. Sun entering Cancer. Yeah, the summer solstice, of course. It's a nostalgic, home-orientated phase, focused on family, self-nurturing, and home. So yeah, definitely something to do with by the 21st you're going to know. All right. I know you do, Elaine. You like all the little things, like the tea leaf oracle and these sorts of cards, I know. The last couple of days could have been hard, all right? I'm just going to say that on an emotional level. K, D, you have a blank slate coming up. The Mercury retrograde could be very significant. So you could even be moving in around that time, or, you know, actioning something. Just because it's the Mercury retrograde doesn't mean like, and you know, time to action. We have Virgo energy as well. We have needing to communicate more, standing your ground on something. Here could be financial, and the number 21, which is that summer solstice. So let's have a look and see what you need to know about. You have a new life on the split. Okay, beautiful. I really like this. Blessings, please. You're way down the list, so please don't put anything in the feed, because I'm not going to get to you possibly today. 1111 talks about home, right? The 1111 card is the 4 of Wands, right, which is all about celebration and home. So I actually do feel it's really important, and I know it's hard to sit in the present moment right now and just be grateful for like the blessings you have in your life, even though it's not all up to like everything that you want right now. But like, you have this deep knowing here. Spirit is supporting you. Prayer is powerful. Would the number 6 apartment be good for you? You're going to do a lot of healing. If you move into that place, or whatever place you move into, Spirit is really trying to support you. You've got 777 here, and the number 5 with the changes coming about at the moment, all right? Let's just pull some Rider-Waite-Smith Oracle Tarot. Let's see if there's any number 6s come out, but you've got 3 7s here. You could have heard about something on the 7th, or got an email about this apartment, or communicated something with a person about the apartment yesterday. Okay. Spirit wants you to really work on your mind, like thinking positively here. Please talk to me when I'm doing your reading, Alexandra. Page of Swords. You could feel like there's a lot of competition to get like rentals. There is. I know there is. It's like, it could be you're buying a property. I don't know. There's something about creating a beautiful sacred space in this place with the Page of Pentacles. Like, it is time to put that burden down. It's time to step into your 9 of Pentacles energy, right? Which is like feeling comfortable. But when you do move in, when you move into this place, I do feel it's a positive, right? I feel it's very positive to purchase or rent this place that's the number 6, because it is about balance, and it will be a lot about healing. You'll be doing a lot of healing in that space. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you could be moving with a family, or you could just be moving closer to family, or you're just feeling super happy there. So the Emperor talks about, you know, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of stuff, as we all have, in many different ways, and we've all got our own story. But you're moving into more of a place of personal power and stability. Okay, I like this. But make sure that you create an altar in your home, I'm hearing, or I'm seeing an altar in your home. You're moving out of a period of like heartbreak here. And then there's the offer and a new doorway opening for you. There's a lot of healing. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. And you have the number 6, okay, which is the 6 of Wands. And there's the offer. So I see it being extremely positive. But you must be prepared to make it a spiritual space, all right? After Spirit supporting you and helping you to like be grateful to Spirit for it by making a sacred altar and space, and being grateful for, once you have this place, to like really work on your healing and really work on your balance. And this is a really nice reading. Okay, I like that for you. I do. A twin soul, post your question. If any of you would like to donate to skip the queue, you're welcome to do so. I will be on here for 40 more minutes. 40, okay? Elaine, when we get to you, if you want to use the little mini cards, or if anyone wants to use the mini cards with numbers, colors, and initials, let me know. I'll just leave them open. Would you like twin souls some numbers? Number cards? Let me know. Okay. Twin soul, I'm going to use some tea leaf oracle for you. Elaine has inspired me. Okay. Let's have a look and see. I feel like a lot of tenseness in your body. Okay, so you may be feeling anxious, tense. You may need a massage. This is more like physical feeling. Okay, so let me know if that makes any sense. Like, there's a need to loosen up here, or maybe Spirit's just saying you need to loosen up and like just be a bit more free flowing and just go with the flow a little bit more right now. Or it may be literally physical, where you're feeling anxiety, tense, or stressed, or like there's a blockage there. Okay, what's here for twin soul, please, Spirit? The ones that fall face down I don't normally take. You may hear about someone, and I'm saying that for a reason. I'm not going to go into it why. I just watched a TikTok video very quickly. I don't know why I opened it, but I watched it. You may feel, you may hear about someone losing someone within a family. It may not be your family. It may be somebody else's family. I'm not a prophet. I'm not going to say there's going to be a loss or a death, but you may hear of something, or you may watch something that I just did that sort of sets your heartstrings off, right? So there's like compassion here towards somebody else. All right, so I feel that somebody else could be having some family sorrow. I don't think it's your family, but you could be hearing about something. And the only reason I don't think it's your family is because I just watched something about some random person that I didn't even know. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And I usually do that, like in my breaks, I'll open my phone and see what comes up. And usually it's a message in there, all right? All right, let's have a look. I've been shuffling for a very long time. Usually if you you dampen your thumb, it sort of holds the first card in place, if that makes sense. It sort of supports a little bit. Okay, not so it's wet, so you're wetting your cards, but just like to give it some grip. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see where the cards have fallen. All right. These are some of the first cards that came out here. So we've got the month of July. Now, July is going to be really significant to everyone. The astrology in July is off the charts. I'd really love to hibernate, but I'm obviously going to be put to the test in some area of my life in July, as many as of you. Okay, there may be a temporary problem or an issue in the month of July, but oh, wow. And this says things will not always be this way, a change is coming. So if you're like coming up to some sort of challenge in July, just know it won't always be that way. There's a lesson to learn within it. Okay, you will be taken care of in difficult times. So there is a difficult period, and I'm not going to sugarcoat July. July is we have, right, I'm just going to talk about that really, really briefly, just to get an overview for everyone so you understand sort of like what I'm saying. Okay, so we've got Mars opposing Uranus, okay, and it's like on the 3rd. So the beginning of July and the end of July are going to be difficult. I'm not sugarcoating anything here, and this relates to you, okay, twin soul. So when Mars opposes Uranus, this aspect, it acts as like an explosive incident. Okay, let me just put it like that, bringing an unexpected shift and urging you to break free from restricted patterns. And then July 7th, we've got Uranus entering Gemini, okay, and that highlights where there's new ways of thinking and fresh forms of communication, and it may be related to like the incident that you've had to deal with on the 3rd. So the first week of July, super hard. And then you've got the 20th, and then we've got a period sort of like from July 7th to the 20th for a couple of weeks where everything's sort of like getting over the first part of July and having to like prepare for the second or the last part of July. There's a lot of tension from the 20th of July. Okay, this is where Jupiter enters Leo and opposes Pluto in Aquarius. So it brings like major power struggle here and tension between individual desires and like collective structure. So this could be shown on a global level. This could be in your personal life, but it's more like global things going on in the world. And the next day on the 21st, you've got Jupiter sextiling Uranus. Okay, so that creates like a window for sudden breakthroughs and luck. And you're like, oh, I can actually do this, or oh, I actually understand now. And then on the next day after that, on the 22nd, you've got Neptune in Aries and sextiles Pluto in Aquarius, which is basically a more spiritual understanding of what's been going on and long-term transformation. And then the 23rd of July, you've got the Sun entering Leo, all right, which shifts the energy again towards more creativity and confidence. So it's a bit of a push-pull month where you're like, have an issue or a problem at the beginning of July, you've got to sort of address, and it could take a couple of weeks, and then you realize you can like eradicate this or fix this by using your spiritual, right? So it's about faith. A lot of the month of July is about faith. Now, we've got July 26th, 25th, 26th. I hope that I'm home and I've locked all my doors and put myself in my room and locked that door as well on the 26th of July. 25th, 26th, the lunar node shift. Okay, so the north node enters Aquarius and the south node enters Leo, and this is like it can be hard in regard, especially if you're a hermit, like to be more community orientated. Other people may be getting in your business. That's a whole other thing. Okay, we're not, yeah. And then we've got Mercury, right, entering Leo, Mercury retrograde, which asks us to rethink, readdress, recalibrate, etc., especially in regards to like creative pursuits or anything egoic or romantic. Okay, and then we've got the Jupiter Cazimi in Leo, which is actually really good luck at the end of July. So there's so many different transits going on in July. I just wanted to say all those for those who don't know. Okay, let's move on with you, twin soul. Yeah, everyone needs to prepare, okay? Don't be tempted to lower your standards on something here. All right, so if you have a particular way of like ethics or thinking, or like don't go back to an old way of doing things, or lower your standards, especially like with romance as well, or if you're at work and you're like, I could like literally shortcut this. Don't lower your standards. Successfully overcoming a problem. So definitely overcoming a problem, but there has to be a problem to begin with. All right, let's have a look at these next three. Problems to be resolved. That one says possibly to do with paperwork. Don't sign anything, guys, from the end of June, most of July. I'd be like putting things off in regards to that. Okay. Spirit's asking you to pay attention to your work, twin soul. All right. And get back to the basics. So if you need to relearn something or train somebody else, getting back to the basics, building, I'm going to have to do this because I've been off work for nearly 5 months. Well, by the time I actually get back to work, I'm going to have to get back to the basics of relearning some things, okay? Peace and harmony is coming in. I feel it's more towards the end of July. All right. October, wow. Now, they're fast forwarding me to October here, twin soul. You've got money will be coming to you in October. Wow, that's very specific. Okay. And then we've got eagle, triumph over troubles, and let's I think you had the word problems and troubles in pretty much the majority of your cards, but you will overcome them. And the eagle spirit is about spirit being your guide. So we'll pull out one animal spirit card for you in a second. Situations in the balance that require careful handling, especially in regards to your career, I feel. Don't shortcut anything and you will succeed over obstacles. Let's have a look. This is about having faith, the month of July. I know we're only in June and the beginning of June, but we really need to start preparing for July, okay? Clearing out the clutter just showed up, which is all about like the heart chakra. Perhaps it's been hard to, oh, thank you, Spirit. Spirit just said something to me then. I'll say that in a second. Hold that thought, Spirit. Don't let me forget that. It may have been difficult to do that heart healing or heart chakra healing or releasing of people from your past. Now, if you have cord cut someone or you've had a negative entity or energy in your space and you've already done cord cutting, or you don't want to think about that person, and every tarot reading you look online is saying, you know, don't pay mind to them. You don't have to go through the healing associated with that person to bring up past hurts. You've already done it, guys. You've already released them. You've already done the healing. This person has already caused you enough pain, and you don't have to go back into that space again, emotionally or mentally, okay? So if any of you have already cut someone out of your life, someone that's been a really negative force in your energy, they have gone. If you've done the right things, if you've cord cut and you've released them, really, really important, okay? Don't pay them any more mind. Thank you, Elaine. Elaine, you are next. I'll just post your question. I'm just going to pull out one card for Twin Soul to end her reading. So we had that eagle spirit, the spirit being your guide, okay, and spirit having your back, okay, right, yeah. So spirit is saying, we are with you, we are guiding you, we are supporting you, but what's at the bottom of the deck? Be at peace, okay? Be at peace knowing that everything's going to be okay. And this is the number 7, and 7s are coming out a lot at the moment, like spirits reminding us they're with us, they're supporting us. Archangel Michael, call out for protection. Prayer is powerful. Ask for support in freeing your mind of any anxiety, stress and worries that you have, and ask spirit to help you wake up with a positive frame of mind, which I did yesterday, and I did wake up like that this morning with gratitude and grace, okay? Give with gratitude and grace. Yeah, and July is 7. That's right. I didn't think about that. I just know the number 7 is right. Spirit just replying. Oh, right. So you're going to get, like, if you ask Spirit, they will reply. Ask for a sign. Okay? Let it shine. I'm seeing that peacock spirit a lot this week. You guys know, if you've been on, that peacock's come out a few times. Elaine, okay. Yeah, but it's about like just when people ask what should I do, I'm down, I'm depressed, I always get the Page of Pentacles, which is about doing something you're excited about, making like I never made pasta primavera, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get there was a few like things I couldn't buy the other day, like I couldn't find basil and I couldn't find peas, so I'm gonna go out this morning after my appointment and buy these things. I'm just gonna like make this prima pasta vera, whatever. Like, I don't think it's like a creamy sauce. I've got to stop putting cream in shit because it's so good. It does not agree with me. I'm not going to go into why it doesn't agree with me. I got rejected by the government job, which is a sign for me to continue looking for creative work. Okay, what kind of creative design department job? I don't know enough about to say, oh, this would be good, but we'll just see, like, as in the energy of, if that makes sense. Okay, all right. Let's pull out some tea leaf oracle, because I know you like your tea leaf and some numbers and things. Okay, for Elaine. What do you need to tell her about her future work? That's all I'm going to say. Ooh, nice. I like it a lot. Oh, wow, that's really come up. Yeah. All right. Protect your energy, Elaine. Protect your energy. I think you've got a lot of gifts, talents, and abilities to give and to bring. And you've got transformation card, the first card that came out, a change for the better. So that whatever you didn't get wasn't meant for you, obviously, but there's changes coming for the better. But I would protect your energy. All right. Make sure that you are doing everything the right way here. Ooh, I don't know what this is about. I'm going to say this, and I don't think it's got anything to do with your career, but this is a warning. So we're going to put that over here, and I'm going to talk to you about that last. But there's a warning here, okay? And I don't want you to worry about this warning. I just want you to take Spirit's advice in regards to it, all right? We'll talk about that later. It's got nothing to do with your career, all right? Pleasure with a close friend. Ooh, what are you doing? All right, what else do we have? Show me messages for Elaine. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's saying that was supposed to be in the upright. Okay. You got success coming your way in regards to career, 100%. 100%. Seek out information that will help you. All right, so this is getting like curious. This is very Page of Swords energy. December is significant. Now it did, like, it's far away, but Spirit's saying like aim towards the end of the year for something here. Let's put those away. You've got success and defend yourself. Wow, I think this has got a lot to do with this other situation, so I'm going to put that over there. A distant friend is thinking of you. Is this Yaz, maybe? A distant friend. You've got two dog spirits, so I don't know if you like dogs are significant, but you've got pleasure with a close friend, and then you've got another friend is thinking of you that's at a distance. So you've got two people here, and you've got success. So you will be successful with your creative project, okay? Seek out information, that's the action you can take that can help you, and there is changes coming for the better, okay? Let's just pull out some tarot on this. Oh my God, like just before your reading, what did I say about the Page of Pentacles? And it's come out. This is about seeking out information that can help you, new information that can support your growth, what's out there in regards to courses, online courses, in your community, information from other people, support from others, okay? Right, this other situation I want to look at, okay? I'm just going to pull out a few more, the last part of this deck. And there's the Page of Swords. seeking out information that can help you with your career. Okay. Right. Thank you, Spirit. That's why I had to pull those out. Okay. There's a situation upcoming, Elaine. I want you to listen very carefully, and I want you to possibly even write this down. I'm going to pull some numbers for you as well at the moment. Like now, the numbers could be significant, or the letters for initials could be significant, okay? But like, don't read too much into it. There's a lot of cards in this deck. So, I hope you're listening. Okay, so there is something coming up that's going to bring, like, it's going to be like a false flag, a false flame. I'm hearing false flag, false flame. You've got the firecracker. Something could be like, oh, it sounds exciting. That's really cool. That would be good. Let's do it. Okay? Time to go out and have fun. Someone could be saying to you, come on, let's go and have some fun. Let's go and have some drinks. Alcohol could be involved. Okay? Bear with me. The first card that came out is the club energy. Someone could try and make you do something against your will. All right? So if you are being invited, especially, that's something that sounds exciting, come on, it's time to go out, it's time to have some fun, it's time to have some drinks, whatever. And you may be able to do that. Just be careful who you are going with, and be careful that you really trust these people, because you've got someone will try and make you do something against your will. Right? You need to defend yourself, shield energetically. Fear, worries, and a tense situation. Clarification just then. There's something coming up. You really have to be super, super careful. All right? If someone invites you out, if someone says, let's do this A, B, and C, I wouldn't be doing it, okay? I would not. I'd just be saying no, thank you, especially in July. Involvement with the law. Something could be happening where, and I don't know how this situation could play out, but the police could be involved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going, like, so don't get yourself in a situation. Someone could try and frame you, set you up, say it was her, she drove the car, or, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm not going to get too much into it. Please clarify this by showing me Seven of Swords, or the Hierophant, or the Judgment card, or the Justice energy. Yeah, it's someone that's like very charming, very, come on, let's go do this, Elaine, like, I really want you to come, whatever, okay? That was just an example, Elaine, all right? Someone could say, she was the one that did that, and you're like, what the fuck? And you have to defend yourself. Show me clearly, please, Spirit, what this is about. Yeah. So this is a disappointing situation. Someone's going to come and offer you to do something, and it's someone who's very immature in their emotions. Page of Cups, possible Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Don't accept the offer, all right? Continue to do that hard work on yourself. You're going to be disappointed if you accept some sort of offer. It could end up being a very big burden, possibly involving the law, for whatever reason. The Page of Cups is also like, can talk about like drinking involved. Yeah, and there's the Judgment and the heartbreak. So this is a huge warning, okay? To be very careful who you're mixing with, because it could end up being like a very big drama and a very like heavy burden to carry. And there's the Justice card. Thank you, Spirit. You got both of them, Justice and Judgment. The Spirit doesn't fuck around with cards, all right? The cards never lie. So I would say no, and especially if you get that intuitive, this is what Trudy was talking about. No, thank you. Okay. All right, let's pull out some of these. All right, misunderstood. You're next. You've got the number 15, so be careful on the 15th of June, especially, or even July. Spirit just said July, but like 15th of June, that's when the new moon is in Gemini. Okay. You've got pink, so it could be something, this talks about the heart chakra. The pink and the green talk about the heart chakra to me. So this is like possibly a female as well. So pink and blue can talk about male, female, whatever, you know. I'm a pink toothbrush, you're a blue toothbrush, have we met somewhere before? All right, go with what your gut feels. Orange, sacral chakra energy. Go with what your gut feels on this. The letter C could be significant. All right, the number 20 as well. The color red, get grounded. All right, there's something here about needing to really get balanced here. And yellow, thank you, Spirit. So this is like, go with your gut, but even if someone like puts it out there as like almost like something not to be missed, or you can't miss this opportunity, let's do this. The letter B, so C, B, the number 23. So you got 15, 20 and 23. The number 6, the number 31. Now there isn't 31 days in, but this could be someone with the birthday 31, or the 6th, or the 23rd, or the 20th. The number 5. So there's quite a lot of numbers coming through here. The number 4. So that's all the cards I'm going to pull, and the letter J. Okay. Obviously we've got all the alphabet in that deck. We've also got the letter H up here. So C and J. So I'm just going to say these numbers again, so you can write them down if you've got a pen. So C, J, H. We've got the number 4 that came out before. We've got the letter B as well, that came out first. We've got the 5, 6, 15, 20, 23, 31. And I think those are all warning dates, or dates of someone's birthday. And then all these cards are about opening your chakras, okay? All these orange, pink, red, yellow, these are all about opening your chakras, getting more balanced. The number 27 is there as well. Okay. Oh, so you do know. Okay, so I wouldn't be going out with these people. Maybe they're involved in something to do with the law, and then you could get embroiled in it, okay? If that makes sense. Misunderstood, if they're here, post your question. Keisha, sorry I won't be able to get to your reading today. I've only got about 20 minutes left, guys. Misunderstood, strictly business, post your question. Let's have a look at what's here for you. If you want me to use the number cards or the tea leaf oracle, please let me know, okay? Thank you, Snow Interz. What is to come with my girlfriend Ange? We haven't talked, but I'm supposed to meet up to work things out. Honestly, if you can work things out tomorrow, it would be amazing. Amazing! You know why? Because it's the 9th of June, all right? And we've got Venus conjunct Jupiter, and it's very auspicious for getting together and sorting things out. So if you can do that tomorrow, it would be amazing. It would be a perfect day. So if you can get in touch and just say, and don't tell her why, you don't have to say, I think today is a good day because of the planets. Just, she might think you're a bit cray-cray, people don't understand astrology, but tomorrow will be perfect. Okay, let's have a look. If you, daily dose of, hi Mandy, I don't know Mandy. Yeah, I should be able to, Mandy, don't go away, you are next, okay. Hi Sarah, I may not have time to get to your reading, Sarah, today. I only come on for 2 hours. I've only got 15 minutes left. I will be on tomorrow, or even tomorrow morning, okay? Tomorrow night or tomorrow morning. Please don't post questions in the feed, Sarah, because I'm not that sort of gal, okay? I don't want to delete people, but I will if I have to, okay? For spamming. Thank you. Don't time them out. Just give them a warning by blocking. Yeah, sorry, don't block them. 144. Yeah, I don't think I'll get to you today, darling. I'm really sorry. I might be on tomorrow morning. I might come on tomorrow morning, actually. All right, I don't normally go on in the mornings, but all right. All right, let's have a look. What's here for strictly business? And then Mandy, you're next. Spirit's being funny here. I swear to God, if the Hermit card comes out or the Devil with this, I'm going to laugh my little socks off. Not that I have socks on, but... Oh, you're so funny, Spirit. 3, okay. The 6 of Pentacles. If the Hermit or the Devil comes out, it's going to make me laugh. We've got Virgo energy, though. We do have Virgo energy. It is definitely time. But Spirit's saying you have to be very clear with what you're saying. Make sure you're standing your ground and putting yourself first. We have double Virgo as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so the reason why I said that is because the owl spirit came up, and the owl is very like Hierophant energy, or very like grounded energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus could be significant. It says great advice from a wise person. So you could be getting advice from somebody. This could be the advice that I'm like Spirit's giving you now. To make sure that even though you want to be friends with this person, it's very clear here, and it's going to be well received if it's tomorrow, especially on the 9th of June, but you need to still stand your ground with your ethics, values, etc., because, and like, make sure that whatever you're discussing, because we have the King of Swords who's very clear with his words. As for Spirit's guidance, those two birds on the left, to me, they're on the left, they might be on the right to you, I don't know. If they're speaking, like they're supporting him with their speech. So this is Spirit supporting you with what you have to say, but being very clear and making sure that you're not losing anything, like your own integrity, or being a yes person to this other person to like make them happy. This is like saying, okay, oh right, okay, thank you, Spirit. And allowing this other person to sort of speak their truth and their mind as well, like how they perceived the situation before, how it made them feel, and you doing the same thing, okay? But standing your ground with your ethics, values, okay? I think this is, yeah. So definitely something was unjust or unfair. You could have been unfair to them. They could have been unfair to you. It could have been a two-way street, okay? Yeah, and it caused this rift here. So we want those in the upright. I think what's going to happen with this, Spirit sort of like alluding to, is like, you can put down your, this is what happened, this is how you made me feel. They can say the same thing to you. And then you can go away from each other and decide whether you want to bring it back together. You don't have to make a decision straight after the conversation you have with them. You can say, you know, it's almost like, thank you for your input, and they're like, thank you for yours. Let's just like part ways again and just sit on this and see like how we feel about what I've said, or, you know, how we both made each other feel. And then we've got the month of August. So I do feel that like by August, okay, so what's going to happen by August if you follow Spirit's advice, of course. So don't back down, like don't be the yes person, and also be flexible and be open to how you made them feel too. So we've got the news of a birth, all right, or a new business opportunity. So this is news coming in, either like from them to you or you to them, or like there's some more information coming here in regards to whatever the issue was, all right? It could have had to do with a younger man. It could have had to do with a masculine in general, all right? Or another person could have been involved. If she wants somebody else there while she's talking to you, I wouldn't do that. All right. I'd say no, like we need to talk about this alone, if that makes sense. Okay. What else? Anything else? I don't normally take them face down, but I'll just see what it is. So there's a new attitude. It says new home, new attitude. It's got the broom. So it is clearing out some sort of like, clearing out the clutter, wiping the slate clean, saying what you need to say. Reconciliation. Yay! Reconciliation. I think that there will be, but I think that it may still take some time, or even after a few conversations or time apart again, because it came out in the reverse, but I think there will be reconciliation. It could be about a very prickly situation that happened in the past, difficult situation that happened in the past. What else do we have, please, Spirit? Successful outcome, victory, lovely, okay. So June will be the month to do this. All right. And you also have, I don't want that one. Successful outcome to your problem, victory in this endeavor. Okay, really nice. And you got the reconciliation. I don't really need any more cards, so I'm just going to bring out one more. Yeah, misunderstanding. This reminds me of the tread thoughtfully energy from the Sacred Traveler, so we will pull one of those out. That's it, Spirit saying that's it. We don't need any more. So it is about a misunderstanding. It will be cleared out, but it may take to August to get, you know, and even if it's a closure, all right. Spirit's asking you to use the water element of the something doesn't want me to say this. Fuck you, okay? not you, strictly business. In the post section of my channel, there's like all different ways you can like heal, not heal, like protect your energy. Thank you, Spirit, protect your energy. So use the water elements of that, especially soaking your feet in salt water, or even getting the water from the beach if you can, or making your own salt water and putting it all the right way around your house. I'm actually going to be doing some more of that today. You have to continuously do it though, right? Mandy, you're the last person. Post your question. Sorry for the people that I didn't get to today. I may be on tonight, tomorrow morning. Not sure. Okay, we'll just see. So this is about asking Spirit for guidance. Remember, I'm the King of Swords. You had those two birds, all right? Before you have this conversation, open up to spiritual source, ask for support, pray. And a new way of living emerges. So there's some sort of like change in the relationship. When you get back together and you reconcile, there needs to be change. It can't be the way it was before, all right? It can't be the way it was before. Right, guys and girls, let's have a look at Mandy's question. Mandy, you are the last person. Yeah, go to the beach. Thank you, Strictly Business. It was more like posts on the section of my channel. If you can like make a flower offering, and or even like before you eat dinner every night, just put like on a leaf some food and thank God. I mean, I do that because I practice Hinduism. It's not like a massive, I would say, no, it is a massive part of my life, and it has been for 15 years, but you know, I have lots of other, I respect other ways of asking for spiritual support as well. Let's just say that God is kind. Sorry, I can only, yes, feet in salt water. I do that about once a week, but if you remember to do it, something could try stop you from remembering to do it as well. Just be aware. Elaine, post your question. I've got 10 minutes left, guys. Mandy, if you're there, like just, oh, Mandy, I won't be a second. I always take donations first, but I will do, I promise. Will I land on a graphic design job by the end of this year with the help of someone or myself? Okay, and courses. So let's see if any pages comes out. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. So a course, right on the split. A course is going to be very beneficial either online or something in your community, okay? So it's going to be really beneficial, even if it's brushing up on the current skills you already have. Will Elaine get help from somebody else? Apart from the course, I do feel a masculine energy. There could be a Libra. It could be someone in your family or distant family, or somebody you view as family supporting you. Mandy won't be a second, darling. You will be very successful. So you're going to be really successful at getting a graphic design job if you follow Spirit's advice by getting more information, learning something new, or brushing up on your current skills. Okay, it is part of your soul path. 6-6 here. So look at what that means in your angel numbers. Yeah, so you'll get the job. You're going to get it. A job in graphic design. You've got a feminine here energy possibly helping you. There is a lot of competition in graphic design, especially, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start. It's not part of my soul path, but there's something. Okay, there's a woman here that wants to help you, a female. Could be a professor or someone, like if you're going to do like a short brush up course on something, they could be helping you and you're like, no, I don't need the help. Take the support, okay? Take the support. Don't do it alone. Spirit's saying definitely don't do it alone. It is part of your soul journey. Mandy, and then you've got the Ace of Wands, so that's new growth with creativity, a creative career. Mandy is next. Thank you, Elaine. Sorry if your reading wasn't too long, but I've got to get off here at 9. I've got to get an Uber at 9:30 and go for my physio appointment, so I've only got half an hour to eat and get ready. Okay, let's have a look and see. I may not be able to do predictions of exactly when like your marriage will be. If you haven't, like, I don't know if you're with someone currently, Mandy, or you're not. Thank you, Elaine. Are you currently dating or in a committed relationship, Mandy? Let's have a look at your reading. Recent past in love for Mandy. I feel that you're like interested in someone, even if you're not with someone. I feel that you may have interest. You could have been traveling in the recent past, or traveling, having fun. Traveling to me even means like just going out and going to places and having fun and dating. It could have been a massive, I'm going to say, influence in your life. They could have been an influencer as well, like literally. They could have been this person could have been like a really major player in your past. All right. I can't necessarily tell you how far out, Mandy. Like, I can't tell you how long it's going to be, all right? Sorry, this is my last reading of the day, guys. If you missed your turn, I apologize, but I can't. Yeah. So 5 of Cups, past energy. So, you know, kissing probably a lot of frogs or frogettes, and, you know, being disappointed, but you've learned a lot. Just know that you've learned a lot from those failed experiences in love. It brought you to where you are today. There's been a lot of immaturity in regards to the people that you've met. The you know, opposite sex, same sex, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. This is like, you know, you've had a lot of immaturity in the past in relationships. People that have been very immature, people that have breadcrumbed you, ghosted you, whatever's made you very, very disappointed emotionally, and definitely not fulfilled with the Sun in the reverse. Okay, let's look at the present energy. Present energy for you. I'm also getting the number 19. Maybe you're 19. I don't know. All right, you've got the Emperor here. So there's an older masculine possibly in your energy. They could be like crushing on you. There could be somebody that's like watching you. The Emperor in this deck always reminds me of being watched by someone, but not in a creepy way. All right, this is someone who's looking at your worth. So let's see what he's looking at. And that's why I always put this card in the middle, right? Like, not the first one, I always put it in the middle. Because a lot of like the knights are actually going a certain way, either forwards or backwards. And I like to see, anyway, I'm not going to explain how I do tarot. All right, let's have a look and see. Maybe I'll do a Learn Tarot with me in the future. So here's this masculine in the present who, yeah, all right. The Devil. Your father figure could be significant. There may be a masculine in your life that's older than you, okay? And is, well, obviously if they're a father, but someone that's, this is a controlling energy. So I don't know if you have a controlling masculine in your life right now, or someone that's possibly coming up. The Emperor's looking at the Devil. They're not accepting you, or they're not agreeing with the way you're living your life in some sort of fucking way, okay? Now, you may not be living your life the way they expect you to live it, but who cares? You need to learn those lessons. You need to, like, break free of control of this person. Who is this person? Yeah. There's a masculine in your current energy. I feel that they're more of a protector energy, and they just like have a lot to say about how you live your life. So if you live with your parents, you may come home at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then your father's sitting on the sofa in the living room going, "What the fuck time do you call this? I've been worried about you," whatever. It's that type of energy. Or it could just be someone who's trying to tell you what to do, who to date, what friends you can have. Let me know if this is resonating. I do feel it's a family member, and you think it's really unfair that you can't just do what you want to do, be who you want to be, type of energy. All right. Yeah, you want to. Okay, so this is you stepping into your power. I really do. Feel it's a family member. All right. You got the Magician. So this is how you want to create, like how you want to create your own reality. So I think there's other factors going on here with the fact that you want to like meet someone and stuff, but then you've got this controlling energy. Right, let's look at, yeah, you want to do what you want to do with who you want to do it with, right? You don't need someone else telling you how to live your life. Let's look at the near future or future. Yeah, it could be your father for sure, if that's their energy, like if this is what they're like. Yeah, you don't want to be committed to somebody else's, this is how you be. So in the near future, I think you're breaking free here with the Hierophant in reverse. Gemini, Virgo's coming up really strongly. You've got Capricorn, you've got Aries, you've got Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. All right, let's see what else we have. So the future. Don't get too, Spirit's saying with this masculine upcoming in the future, like romantic partner or whoever you're dating, don't get too tied up in the way you want it to be. So traditionally you may want to get married and have children, and you may meet someone who you love to bits. It's not part of their agenda. They want to be committed to you, but they don't possibly believe in marriage. They want to have children, but they don't want to get married. It's that type of energy here. All right. It could be a Sagittarius. Who is this person upcoming in the future for Mandy? I don't think it's near future. I think you've got to sort of like let go here of anyone trying to hold you back from doing what you want to do, because that's the burden in itself. And like breaking more free of like breaking free and creating, yeah, you need to unburden yourself for some sort of controlling energy here, or anyone telling you what to do. You could also be needing to focus on your career as well. I'm going to pull out some dates for you. Is there anyone here? Yeah, so there is the Lovers. Okay, I just was like, is there anyone here for you in the future? Yeah, you've got the Lovers card. This is really nice. So you do have like, you do have divine timing coming here with a love relationship. It could be happening around the end of the year, from August time onwards. I'm asking for a specific, and this is someone you're really going to want to work on. They could live at a distance. I'm just going to say that too. They could live like an hour away, even. I'm not talking about another country. Like they could live at a distance. You could meet them online. There's something about needing to change your passwords on something as well. And there they are incoming, the Knight of Cups. So this is someone coming in towards you. The Ten of Cups, that could mean that they're very like involved or have a big family. Family is very important. I do feel that they live at a distance. They could be like an hour away, in the next town, the next state. That was your reading. That was the readings today, guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you all being here online. I hope to come on tonight, which will be your tomorrow morning. Okay, so if you can come on tomorrow morning, well, hopefully just press the notifications for my channel, so when I go on live, it will pop up. Thank you, Julie, and I'll talk to you offline. And thanks for being here today. Bye, guys.